Our partners from our categorical programs, Maria de la Luz Flores, I saw you briefly. I don't know if you're still there. You can stand. Many of you all know her. Thank you for joining us this afternoon as well. And is there any other faculty that I am missing? I apologize if you came in and I did not see you initially. If not, then good. I'm not missing anyone. Because these are individuals that are part of the EOPS, whether or not they're part of the EOPS program, but they're part of the EOPS extended family, supporters of the program. And thanks to a large part to their support and our collaboration, we're able to provide you with the services, the time, the planning that takes place, the extensive planning, so that you can get to this point where you're at today. So thank you all once again. So moving the agenda along, our goal is to be here no more than about 45 minutes to an hour. But what I'm going to ask of you all is not to leave until I adjourn this event, or until we finish this event, because I do have some important messages or important information that I'd like to share with you before we wrap up this event and move it on out to the Condor Cafe. Antes de que se vayan todos, quisiera pedir que por favor se queden hasta que ya este evento se termine, porque tengo una información que me gustaría compartir con todos ustedes, que es muy importante, parte del programa y parte del evento. Si pueden hacer eso, sería muy agradecido. So, transitioning on, for the next portion of our event, I'd also like to ask to come up here someone that is very popular, very famous on this campus. She's kind of a bit of a living legend as she walks around. Many of you know her. She's very popular here. This is Glow.
Living legend. Thanks a lot. Mr. Byron Ward, is that you right there? Thank you so much for being here. This is one of our advisors for EOPS, and we thank you for being here. We thank our advisory board. And Dr. Duran, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. This is your last night with us, and we really thank you for all your support. Tonight is to introduce our two speakers, and our first speaker for the evening is Josue Magaña, and Josue is a first-generation college student and the second oldest in a family of 11 siblings. Raised in a culture where higher education was not emphasized, his life seemed destined to be one of struggle, low-wage jobs, and a waste of an intelligent mind. However, at the age of 25, Josue decided to turn his life around and challenged himself to pursue higher education. Realizing and overcoming the obstacles of path that he was on, he enrolled at Oxnard College, attaining a 4.0 GPA his first semester. Josue credits the EOPS program for his overall success because the staff became his support group and helped pave the way. In 2008, Josue was recognized as the EOPS Student of the Year and transferred to CSU Channel Islands, where he graduated with a BS in Business with an emphasis in Finance and Management in 2011. Today, Josue works as a financial analyst for CSU Channel Islands. This upcoming fall, Josue will embark on a new chapter and pursue a Master's of Public Administration from CSU Long Beach. Without further ado, Josue, please come on up.
Hoping this is going to work. Good evening, everybody. First First off, I want to congratulate all the EOPS students that are being recognized here today. I want to personally commend you for your hard work and dedication. It was 7 years today that I attended a ceremony like this one as an EOPS student, uncertain of what life would be like as a transfer student and what life would be like after college. Although it seems like it was yesterday, I have been through an interesting journey, and I feel privileged and truly honored to be here or stand before you here today or tonight and share my success story. I am a first-generation college student and the second oldest from a family of 11 siblings. I was raised by hardworking parents who taught me strong moral values, but when it came to education, their support was minimal, and higher education was never emphasized in my family. Without the attention and guidance to do well in school, I looked to my peers who also had a similar lack of support. This cause and effect circumstance created a mindset that school was a place to socialize I found no other value in. My grades reflected that mentality as I was satisfied with a report card full of D's and F's. In addition to not understanding the value of an education, I also viewed college as unattainable. I did not think I was smart enough. So, after high school, I was satisfied with working low-wage jobs to help my family financially. At the moment in my life, I thought that living the modest life was good, comfortable, and the one for me. But I was wrong. It only led me to difficult times in my life. And during those trying times, I learned literally what mediocre meant. Webster defines mediocre as something or someone of moderate or low quality, low value, limited ability, or low performing. And I felt like I was low quality, low value, and had limited ability. This had a profound effect on me. I did not want to continue being mediocre. I needed to change the course of my life. I knew higher education was the gateway to a respectable job, financial security, and success, but I continued to doubt my own abilities. However, with nothing left but the determination to turn my life around, I decided to attend college. This time, failure was not an option. At the age of 25, 7 years after high school, I enrolled in 5 classes here at Oxnard Community College. And I still remember how difficult it was for me to format an essay in my English class and how I struggled to solve simple fractions in my math class. But I did not give up. I attended class every day, took lots of notes, asked questions, sought help in the form of campus services that were available to me, and experienced what an academic all-nighter was all about. At the end of that semester, my hard work paid off. For the first time in my life, I received straight A's in all my classes. This success, this milestone, filled me with the never desire to keep going despite the insurmountable odds. But there was one problem. I couldn't see myself transferring or making it past the community college level. My plan was to finish college with an AA in liberal arts and work as a contractor painting houses. But life had other plans for me. I will never forget my second semester in school when my English teacher, Miss Croker, asked me to stay after class and walk with her to her office. We didn't even make it to her office when she asked me, "Josue, what are you planning on doing with your life?" I said, "Well, right now I just finished my AA, get a C33 license, and paint houses." She said, "Oh, Josue, do you really want to paint houses for the rest of your life?" I just remember looking down and I said, just thought to myself, "No, that's not what I want to do for the rest of my life." She told me, "You have a good head over your shoulders, and you should consider transferring." Well, that's all it took. I had never heard anyone tell me that I had a good head over my shoulders. I remember having this motivation come over me that I went to see a school counselor. And this is where it gets a little funny. I told the counselor, I want to transfer. He said, okay, you need to declare a major. And I looked at him and respectfully said, what's a major? He said, you know, sociology, psychology. And I said, I'll have to get back to you on that one. So my motivation quickly went from high to low. I realized that transferring was not that easy. My life-changing experience came the following academic year. I was beginning my second year at the community college. And I heard about this program called EOPS that offered counseling, priority registration, academic workshops, and even offered money for books. I said, I'm in. I was accepted into the program, and I will never forget the first meeting I had with my EOPS counselor. It was different. It wasn't the typical, here's your education plan, have a nice day type of meeting. It was more personal. After doing my research, I decided that I would major in business, but I wanted to finish all my lower division courses and prerequisites by the end of that academic year. That was a total of 57.5 units to complete. Even though what I was asking was way outside the norm, I never heard my counselor say no. My counselor got to work for me, recommended classes, teachers, and was there for me every step of the way, motivating me, encouraging me. Needless to say, I completed all the required units as planned, and graduated with an AA in liberal arts, and transferred to CSU Channel Islands in the fall of 2008. EOPS program, I learned to believe in myself. I learned that anything is possible as long as you plan and work hard for it. I learned to be dedicated and determined in everything I do. But overall, I got the confidence I needed to be successful at Channel Islands and any of my life's endeavors. My journey as a transfer student was not easy, but I did it. I graduated from CSU Channel Islands in 2011 with a bachelor's in business, with an emphasis in finance and an emphasis in management. That was 2 emphases. Today, like the Energizer Bunny, I keep going and going and going. I just completed my 3rd year working as a financial analyst at Cal State Channel Islands, and will begin the Master of Public Administration program at CSU Long Beach this upcoming fall. And one more thing, I was finally able to fulfill my dream of becoming a homeowner last year. To all the students that will be transferring, I want to say the following. Make school your priority, because that's the only way to maximize your education. There is no going back once you graduate. I always like to equate education with a relationship, your significant other. What happens if you put your significant other second? You're prioritizing her. It's not going to work, right? Or you're going to have problems. It's the same thing with your education. Your education needs to come first. If not, you're going to have problems. You're going to fail. You're going to get your D's. You're going to get C's, and you're not realizing the reason why you're not performing in your classes. Number 2, network. Part of the reason I work at CI is because I build relationships with my professors, with staff, and fellow classmates. You never know when an opportunity will present itself. Number 3, never give up. No matter how hard the struggle, just know that it will pass. To the students that will not continue their education, I want to say, consider furthering your education. The opportunity will be much greater, and you will be more marketable with a bachelor's and even a master's degree. Finally, to all the counselors that are here today, I want to say that as I look around this room, your dedication, your commitment, and your selflessness has not been in vain. So on behalf of all the students whose lives you've touched through the power of education, thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, Josue. That was very touching. Our next presenter is someone that is very special to my heart because we met when she first started here at Oxnard College, and that is my Regina. And Regina Cardona is a current senator and intern treasurer for ASG. She is a role model student on campus and to her peers. She also sits on the EOPS Advisory Committee and the Student Success Committee on campus. She has been striving for this day since 2010 with lots of dedication, hope, and determination. She will be transferring to CSU Channel Islands in the fall of 2015, to which she has already been accepted, where she will strive to obtain her bachelor's degree in communication studies. She wants to be an advocate and mentor for underprivileged youth. Regina knows that by sharing her powerful story with them, she can be an inspiration and lead by example. Regina has always kept her focus on her three daughters, Angelica, Aliyah, and
Aliana.
who give her the drive she needs to keep going every day. One of her main reasons in coming to college is to better her family's life and to be a great role model to her children. Regina, please come forward. Really short, so.
Okay, this is something I wrote. As the time year's up and May 20th comes around and we're going to be graduating. As Gloria said, in 2010, I decided, that I wanted to change my life around. I was tired of being in the streets, tired of not having anything, tired of, being on a bus, seeing my friends drive by in a car and just look at me and I'm just, Chevroleting it everywhere I go, and I thought, I need to go to school. I'm like, I was tired of working, minimum wage jobs or because I didn't have a high school diploma or anything, GED, nothing. I couldn't get a good job, and so I'd like to share this with you guys. Soar like a condor, today I will spread my wings and fly. When I walked through the doors of Oxnard College, I was broken and tired of my current life situation. But I knew in my heart that education would set me free, especially because I'm an 8th grade dropout. I'm a statistic, and I shouldn't be here today. I'm a foster care child, a recovering addict, a minority, low income, and first in family to graduate from a college. I had all the excuses of why college was too hard for an individual like me. However, my whole perspective changed the moment that I enrolled into one of the best programs that Oxnard College has to offer their students. And that amazing program is where I met Zenaida, Caesar, Marty, Gloria, Rob, myself, and held my hand through the whole entire process. They are my family today, tomorrow, and always. Semester after semester, they push me to excel in my academics, and in the process, they taught me to crawl, walk, and today, they'll see their mission statement fly. With their unconditional love and support, I started to figure out who I was and have become the strong and dedicated woman I am today, right now, in this moment. Initially, I was going to major in air conditioning and refrigeration classes when I first came. But I couldn't see myself crawling into attics, I came for a while and then I was like the only girl in the class and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool, And so then, and then I thought to myself, if I had gotten, I couldn't get my nails done, my hair done, especially being underneath there. So then I changed my major to dental assistant. I thought, you know what? I've been to those offices. I've seen the girls' nails. I've seen their hair. They all got Ultimas. They all got Centras. They got it going on. But it wasn't until I took a communications class this last semester, in the fall. I was ready, I only needed 2 more classes and I would have, got my certificate for dental assisting. And then I took a communications class with Amy Edwards. And this professor changed my entire life. 98% of people are afraid of public speaking, but I'm the 2% that I've never been. And through academia-wise, now I'm able to present myself. I didn't get dressed up today, because I was in school, I was being a student, but, I feel like, being here in school, it's, letting me present myself in a different manner. I can have respect, I can go places, and not just, I can talk about things that are going on in the world, things that are going on in colleges. I can talk about proposition, bills, governors, senators. I'm talking about all these things that before I was talking about, the weirdos, around the corner, stuff like that. I didn't have a full perspective on anything. My life was just a little nutshell. I was just so confined, but, and then I heard about EOPS when I first got here. I'm like, oh yeah, I know they'll give you a book voucher and all this stuff. But I'll tell you one thing, $130 is nothing compared to the priceless amount of hours and dedication that these people have given me. I love this program. I would do anything. I would march at the top of my lungs for them at the Capitol. From today till always, I will always be grateful to this program. I will always come back to this school. This has been my home base, and I am very proud to be a Condor. I take a lot of pride in this college. I am born and raised in Oxnard. And Dr. Duran, all the beautiful things that this college has to offer us, the Latino Thought Maker Series. This is our school, this is our pride. And, and so as I transfer out to Channel Islands, I don't even want to read this because I already know what I want to say. As I transfer out to Channel Islands to get my bachelor's in communications, I do want to work with underprivileged youth. I want to go into YAs, I want to go into the jails and the prisons and stuff like that. But I don't want to just limit myself to that. I also want to work for a corporation. And that'll be my side thing. We'll be going and giving my free time to, and spreading the word of hope to people and encouraging people to educate themselves. Like I said, I'm an 8th grade dropout, foster care child, and many other things. And I know a lot of people in here today have had struggles in life and barriers that we've had to overcome. But I just wanted to share my story with you guys and thank EOPS, because if it wasn't for them and for the support and staff of the staff here on the college, I wouldn't be here today. I didn't have anybody at home to support me to say, you're doing a good job, you're smart, you're talented, and you can do this, until I joined the EOPS. And it's their motivation has helped me just suit up every single day and come here. So I'd like to thank all of you guys. Thank you guys very much.
Regina, don't walk away too far. You can come up here real quickly. Senor Magaña, you can also go. As a small token of appreciation for your time and your support as well, on behalf of EOPS, we just want to give you a little token of appreciation, a little gift mug with a card. Thank you. I know my colleagues would agree, staff from our program and folks from this college, we're very proud of you both. Proud of Jose, who's continuing on in his education. Same with Regina. I have no doubt, Regina, you're going to achieve your goals. No doubt. You're resilient. You're the epitome of what EOPS students are. Persistent, as I mentioned, some of the most persistent, resilient, resourceful, make things happen out of nothing. So congratulations, and we're very proud of what's happening in your lives. Okay, so now, this is one of our favorite portions of this event. We're going to ask that those EOPS students that are here to celebrate their educational goals come up real quickly, because we'd like to thank you and congratulate you personally. We're going to ask that you come up and you give us, everyone here has been given a card. So the way we're going to do this is I'm going to ask our faculty, those folks that have been identified, to come up here. We're going to form a line, and unfortunately for you, you're going to have to shake each and everyone's hand as you come through. At the end of this event, we're gonna ask that you go out to the Condor Cafe and you're gonna pick up your EOPS certificates. We're gonna have we have special certificates that have been made for you all. And in that, we're gonna also provide you, for those that are walking or participating in the EOPS graduation ceremony, the Oxnard College graduation ceremony, EOPS is gonna be paying for your caps and gowns. So we're providing you with a voucher as well. Okay. Please ask Dr. Rick Rose to come up here, and Dr. Richard Duran can also come to, and our EOPS family or counselors to come up here.
Again?
Okay, so this is how, so you're going to start practicing for your graduation ceremonies already. For those that are going to be participating, and we encourage everybody, if you weren't considering to participate in Oxnard College graduation ceremony, if you're eligible to, we encourage you to do so. Talk with us tomorrow. We can talk about paying for your caps and gowns as well. But the way it's going to work, I'm going to ask the first two rows to stand, and we're going to go in order. I'm going to ask you to come up. Our sharp and handsome gentleman here, Mr. Bakari Winters, is going to be going row by row to to ask each row to stand up as their time comes. Okay? Oh, and same with Sarah, I believe, too, as well. Okay. So we can ask the first two rows to come up. Okay, Regina, you want to start it off? So, as you all know, this is Regina Cardona. She's getting an AA degree in Arts and Humanities, an AAT in Communication Studies. She's and a CSU transfer certificate under the CSU GEs. Natalie Ramirez, getting an AAT in Communication Studies, and she's also a CSU transfer certificate she's getting a transfer, she's getting an AGETSI certificate. Paul Medina, certificate on alcohol controlled substance, ADS program. Isel Reyes, AAT in Sociology, and she's getting also an AA, General Studies, Social and Behavioral Sciences, and also CSU Transfer Certificate. Maria Avila, AAT in English, she's transferring, CSU Transfer Certificate, getting a CSU GE certificate. Alejandra Hernandez, another transfer, AAT in Sociology, and also getting an AA General Studies under Social and Behavioral Sciences. Erika Senegal, she's getting a Child Development Certificate, so congratulations. Terry McKenzie, Certificate in Administrative Assistant Program, congratulations. And Indira Gonzalez, she's getting an AA in General Studies and Natural Sciences. Laura Duran, an AST in Early Childhood Education, and an AA in Child Development, and she's also getting an AA in General Studies under Social and Behavioral Sciences, and an AA in under the Arts and Humanities. So this is a long list here. And certificate for transfer. Congratulations. We have another long list here. Congratulations. This is an AA under General Studies, Social and Behavioral Sciences, getting an AAS under Child Development, and another transfer, AS transfer degree under Early Childhood Education, and a CSU GE certificate. Rocio Ma, she's getting an AA degree under General Studies, Natural Sciences, and she also is getting a CSU transfer certificate. Sergio Arce Ayala, getting a certificate in auto collision body and fender repair. Okay, Patricia Leon was getting an AS in a computer network information technology and a computer science certificate and a transfer student as well. She's getting a CSUGE. Judy Cebaja, she's getting an AST degree in mathematics and also a CSU transfer certificate. She's transferring as well. Gloria Pedrero Hernandez, AS degree in business, getting an AST in business administration as well and a CSUGE degree.
Next. Okay. Diana Hernandez, AA, General Studies, Art and Humanities, AA, General Social Behavioral Sciences. Congratulations. Cristina Robles, High Achiever. Hold on, get to, there's like 5 or 6 of them. AST, Early Childhood Studies, CSU Transfer. AA, General Studies, Social Behavioral Science, AS in Child Development. Certificate, Transfer Studies, CSUGE, and Certificate of Child Development. Jennifer Lopez, Certificate of Human Services, AS Human Services, AA Social Behavior Sciences, and I'm still working on one more for her, so be patient. Daisy Tapia, AS Alcohol Control Substance, AAT in Sociology, and Certificate of Transfer Studies, CSUGE. Good job. Ernestina Garcia de Ruiz, AA General Social Behavior Sciences, AS in Child Development. Galen Suckleford, Certificate of Computer Networking, Information Technology. Valerie Romero, Certificate Administrative Assistant, and she's going to get her AS soon.
That's right.
Perla Cruz, AA General Studies, Art and Humanities. Congratulations. Kristen Castañedo, Certificate of Transfer in Biology, and a future UCLA Bruin in the house right here. Juan Jimenez, Certificate of Alcohol Control Substance, ADS, and soon we'll get an AS degree as well. Angeline Lopez, Certificate of Alcohol Control Substance, ADS, and as well she'll soon get an AS degree. Patricia Valenzuela, Certificate Administrative Assistant, and she will get an AS degree, right?
Azucena Vasquez, Certificate Transfer Studies, CSUGE. Miss Yolanda Robinson, AA degree, Social and Behavioral Science. Perla Martini, AA Arts and Humanities, and her AS degree in Culinary Arts.
Nice.
Amarpreet Tiwana, AA degree Natural Science, AA degree Social and Behavioral Science. Erica Martinez, AA degree Social and Behavioral Science, AS degree Child Development. Get all excited here. Ricardo Blancarte, Certificate of Paralegal Assisting. Vivian Adame, AS degree Child Development, Certificate of Child Development. Sonia Sapien Torres, AA Transfer Degree Psychology, AA Degree Social and Behavioral Science, and Certificate for Transfer Studies. Blanca Covarrubias, AA Degree Psychology, CS2 Transfer, Certificate Transfer Studies. Guadalupe Silva, AA Degree Natural Science. Rosa Zavala, AA Degree Social and Behavioral Science. Ms. Stephanie Lopez, AA Degree Social and Behavioral Science. Karen Gonzalez, AA Degree Natural Science, AA Degree Arts and Humanities, AA Degree Social and Behavioral Science. Jacqueline Kawansi, AA Degree Social and Behavioral Science. Fernando Pina, AA Degree Arts and Humanities, AA Degree Natural Science. Mr. Adrian Luz Rodriguez Marquez, AA Degree Arts and Humanities, AS Degree Computer Networking. Mr. Jacob Curtis, AA Degree Social and Behavioral Science. Veronica Villalobos, AA Degree Economics, AA Degree Social and Behavioral Science. AA Degree Social and Behavioral Science, Certificate Transfer Studies. Sandra Reese Camargo, AA Degree Arts and Humanities, AA Transfer Degree Psychology, Certificate Transfer Studies. One of my heroes right here, Eva Cuevas, AA Degree Social and Behavioral Science, AS Degree in Alcohol, Addicted Disorder Studies, and an AA degree in Natural Science. For his little mommy. Ana Avindano, AS degree Sociology, Human Services. Maribel Rojas, AA degree Arts and Humanities.
Juana Martinez, Associate's degree.
Nice.
Certificate for Automotive Technology. Martin Rentiera, AST in Business Administration, CSU Transfer, and Certificate of Transfer Studies, CSU GE. David Castellanos, former EOPS peer, the AA in General Studies and Natural Science, the AA in Social and Behavioral Science, and the AA in Natural Science. Joanna Hernandez, AA General Studies, Natural Science, AA General Studies, Social and Behavioral Science, Certificate of Transfer Studies, CSU General Ed. Antonella Camarato. Okay. AS in Computer Networking and Information Technology. Araceli Lopez, AA General Studies, Social and Behavioral Science. Ariel Espinosa, AA General Studies, Arts and Humanities. India Jackson, AA General Studies, Social and Behavioral Science. Marianne Mendoza, AA English, AA General Studies, Arts and Humanities. Patricia Herrera, AA Arts and Humanities. Patricia Espine, AS Child Development. Jose Rosas Rodriguez, AAT Psychology, CSU Transfer, AA General Studies, Social Behavioral Science, AS Alcohol Control, AS Alcohol Control Criminal Justice Certificate Transfer Studies. Eric Maestro, AA Administrative Assistant. Didier Vasquez Morales, AA Biology, Biological Science, AA Chemistry, Certificate of Transfer, CSU General Education. Manuel Vasquez Morales, AS Chemistry. Jose Molinero, AA General Studies, Arts and Humanities, Certificate Transfer Studies, I guess. Ojeda, AA Business, AAT Business Administration, CSU Transfer, AA General Studies, Natural Science and Mathematics, Certificate, Transfer Studies, I guess.
Okay, well, thank you all once again, and we can have a round of applause for the folks up here as well. Myself included. So the next person I'm going to introduce is my colega and actual compadre as well, Señor Everardo Rivera. He's going to move the agenda along.
Thank you, Cesar. Felicidades a todos. Felicidades a todos. Congratulations to everyone. Josue, Regina, you guys did an excellent job. I'm motivated. Why do we do the work that we do at EOPS? People ask me, why have you selected this profession? You need to have passion, you need to have compassion, you need to have empathy, and you need to have love for the people that you serve. That's why we work at EOPS. Nothing against our colleagues in general counseling. Matter of fact, most of them were EOPS trained. Just a note. But what the honor of me coming back to this community as an EOPS counselor now, working with single parents on Cascade, which this is my background. I was an EOPS student here. I was also a student government person here as well, student in MECHA, always. So my duty here, real fast, I know this is going to pull the plug real quick because I have a tendency to go on. We want to go eat. Pero yo quiero felicitarles a todos ustedes, los que están aquí presentes. Tengo que decir unas breves palabras a los padres que se encuentran en la casa aquí en esta noche. Sus hijos tienen sueños grandísimos. Tal vez ustedes vivan los sueños por lo que hacen sus hijos. Y eso está bien. No hay problema con eso porque las oportunidades que este país nos da son muy grandes. Entonces ustedes, los padres que llegaron aquí, de la forma que sea, están trabajando muy duro, y sus hijos que le dan la oportunidad de seguir adelante, ustedes pueden vivir los sueños que ustedes tal vez nunca tuvieron de la educación con ellos. Yo les felicito a los padres por darles ese apoyo, ese amor, ese cariño, esperanza, comida y albergue a sus hijos para que sigan adelante. So what I want to do real quick is I want to ask those students that are transferring to any university, be it CSU or UC, private, out of state, just please stand up. Please stand up. Transfer students, just transfer students. Transfer students, please stand up. Transfer students. Stay standing, stay standing, stay standing. Just real quick. From the back up there, gentlemen, where are you guys going to? Which universities are you guys transferring to? What was the first one? San Diego. Okay, thank you. How about back here on this side, ladies? Okay, thank you. Over on this side? Okay, Channel Islands? Right here in the front? Huh? Azusa Pacific, okay. Of course. Okay, how many of you are going to UCs? Raise your hand. UCs. Good job, good job. Thank you. Right here, where? UCSB? Channel Islands? UCLA. Woo! I'm buying it. Come on, bro. How about here? USC? You're fired. Okay, now congratulations. I'm kidding. Okay. Channel Islands. Anyone else that I missed? It's okay, yes?
Channel Islands.
Channel Islands. Those of you that are transferring and are continuing your careers, like Josue said, please don't ever forget where you came from. This is your home. This is your college. When you make it big, you become a financial advisor, a financial expert, a biologist, a doctor, a scientist. Please contribute to the Oxnard College alumni. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Felicidades.
Okay. Now, next on the agenda, this is a very symbolic and special portion of the event. The person that I'm going to ask to come up with is a big man on campus. He illustrates the same qualities that Senor Rivera just discussed, and that's the passion, that empathy that is needed, the love for the students. The next person, well, he's well, my brother from another mother, Mr. Ross Fox.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
All right, congratulations to our students who are receiving their certificate or who are transferring. Can you guys hear me good?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do the presentation of the Kente Clause, and some of you who have received them, I think Zenaida, we gave it to our students who are transferring and who are receiving their degrees. And one of these things is the Kente Cloth we hold near and dear to our heart. If you guys don't know anything about the Kente Cloth, it's actually a West African tradition from the Akan people. And one of the things that during the 1950s, when a lot of those countries started to get their independence from European dominance, a lot of them started to reclaim a lot of their traditions that had been lost or had been taken away or legalized and things of that nature. And the Kente cloth is something that is a celebratory cloth. At one time it was used for royalty, so you could delineate between who's from what family and what region they're from. But in the 1950s, 1960s, the Kente cloth became for everybody, you know, so that we can begin to capture our identity. And as you see, or as you may know as you go on through your education, once you start to have an identity, there's a certain behavior that comes with the identity. And so as we make note of what's going on in Baltimore with the riots and with the young man who was killed, education is truly a panacea. When we start looking at those types of atrocities that go on in our society, we start to reports like it came out in the 1960s, lack of education, lack of employment, lack of opportunity. And EOPS, we're at the forefront of that. Actually, our program came out of the unrest of the 60s. And so I think that's part of why Everardo, Gloria, and myself, we hold the program so near and dear to our heart because it's steeped in that legacy. And you guys are a part of that legacy. Josue, Regina, you know, you guys carry that legacy to the next level. And you students who are getting your degrees, getting your certificates, you're at the beginning, right? And so we hold you near and dear to your heart, and we're proud of you. And so on graduation day, when you're walking across that stage, you're wearing your Kente stole. And the symbol that's on there is the ram's horn. And the ram's horn is a symbol of one being strong and then another one being intelligent. And as we talk about the adversity that you guys have to go through just to be a student, just to be here every day and be prepared to study, and then try and make it to your AA or your certificate or transfer, we know it's a struggle. and it's not easy. And you guys have given up, you've sacrificed. And so when we hear a Josue speak and we hear Regina, man, it really empowers us. Because as counselors, we get tired. We're back-to-back appointments all day, Monday through Friday, and things of that nature. But it's events like this, and it's people like you that really inspire us. I think, without a doubt, EOPS at Oxnard College has the best and the brightest students. And that's why we're here, and that's why we celebrate you. So, with that, we honor you. We give you this kente cloth. It's the ram's horn. It symbolizes strength. It symbolizes intelligence. And you'll wear it on graduation, but even after graduation, you'll put it somewhere and you'll remember strength and intelligence, because you're always going to need it. No matter if it's something going on at home or at the workplace or in school, right? So those are the type of things that life is all about. So school here, getting your degree, it's deeper than just going out and getting a job. It's like Everardo says, what do we contribute to our community? Right? As we look at Baltimore and we see what's going on in their community, we're fighting to keep our community strong, to have you guys educated, to have you in the workforce, to have you giving back to the community. That's how you create a strong community. So we're giving it to you, and then we expect for you to give it back. Right? And so we give you this kente cloth, we honor you, we respect the sacrifices that you've made, we respect everything that you've given up in order to be a student, in order to achieve. And so thank you and congratulations.
Okay, so a couple of things that I'd like to say before we wrap it up here, and then continue the party on over the Condor Cafe. I have to make some announcements. For many of you students that are here, you're at a crossroads and deciding whether or not you're going to continue your education, transfer. Hopefully an event like this helps you reflect on whether or not you're at a point where you need to make a decision on whether or not you have achieved the goals that you have set out to, and whether or not you want to continue that journey. The potential, really, the sky is the limit for many of you all that is here. And we hope that you really continue to pursue an education. It doesn't stop here. Just like I said earlier, this is the beginning for many of you all. You don't know, like Josue mentioned earlier, where life will take you. I can speak with that same experience. You never know where the life is going to take you. That journey is, but you have to be willing to embrace that journey and embrace the challenges that are going to cross your path. As you continue on in life, you're going to continue to meet new challenges. Face them. There are opportunities for growth. That's how we see them. And you have, I'm sure numerous times you've already surprised yourself. Well, continue to surprise yourself, because you are the potential, really, the sky is the limit. So please keep that in mind. And if you are deciding on returning and continuing on, registration for fall is June 22nd. So we expect to see you there. First week of registration. Make sure you connect with us. We review, revisit whatever educational path that you have, because we may have to create a new pathway, educational path. Graduation date, brief reminder, May 20th. For those that are signed up, that are planning to attend, be there, wearing your kente cloths. Make sure you make the arrangements for your caps and gowns. As I mentioned earlier, in your packets out in the Condor Cafe will be your certificate with that voucher. For those that have decided to participate in the graduation ceremony, that voucher will pay for the purchase of your cap